Hello, everybody. This is Melissa, the Insurance Exam Queen, and I am so excited and thrilled to be here to help you pass your state exam. Please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and also drop any comments below about where you're studying, what you need help with. I would love to be able to help you. So one of the biggest ways I want to help you is to prevent you from doing the wrong thing. So a lot of people will get this advice, and it comes from a lot of already licensed insurance agents who maybe have taken the exam years ago or something. But the advice given to people to pass the exam is to repeatedly take quizzes and practice exams, and that once you're scoring 80%, then you're good enough to take the state exam. And I will tell you, in my 4 years of experience where I traveled all around the country to all the different insurance companies teaching these classes, I would also be in charge of answering student emails. So anybody who emailed the company asking for instructor support, I was the one replying to their emails. And so many people kept saying, I keep scoring 80% on the practice exam. I'm doing really well on my quizzes, but when I go to take the state exam, I fail. So then I come home, I take another practice exam, I get an 80%. So I think I'm ready. And then I go back to the state exam and I fail again. What is wrong? What's wrong is that you're memorizing and studying questions. You're not memorizing and studying content. Now, there are the course providers, whoever you're using. I recommend Excel. Use the coupon code QUEEN to get $10 off and receive my all access package. But whatever course provider you end up using, their questions on their quizzes and their exams will not be the exact same questions on the state exam. In fact, there's many rules and laws in place that prevent this. And any course provider that does get too aligned to the state exam, they get shut down. So it's not about the exact question and the exact answer in your practice course will lead you to the exact question and the exact answer on the state exam. That doesn't happen. Only a very few people. It does work for some people, but those people are able to read the question, extrapolate the information, retain it in their mind, and be able to twist it enough to be able to answer the state exam. That's not most people. And then additionally, when you go to take the test, while a lot of people have reported that the test was almost the exactly same. So if you take the state exam once, you fail, you take it again. Many people say that they had very similar questions, that it was almost the same. There's also a large amount of people who say it was a completely different exam than the one they took last time. The thing is that it's like, it's all over the place. It's unknown. You never know what it is that you're going to get. Are you going to get exactly the same questions from state exam to state exam? Who knows? And then the course questions in your state approved course are probably not going to be, usually are not going to be the exact state exam questions. They are different. And what happens is people will take practice test after practice test after practice test and memorize and memorize and memorize. But what they're memorizing is an exact question with an exact answer. They're not actually learning and understanding the material. So my biggest recommendation is not spending time on quizzes and practice tests, but actually learning and knowing the material so that no matter how they ask the question, you're able to answer it. So that's why my focus is learning and understanding the material and making sure that you understand the concepts that are being asked about, and not just remembering an exact question with an exact answer, because the state exam isn't going to be that exact question with that answer. When course providers have the same questions as the state, they get shut down. They're not allowed to have the same questions. There are rules and laws in place that prevent it. So why would we say the number one method of study is repeated tests and repeated questions when they're not even going to be the same? Now, by luck, there are some providers that are more in tune with how the state exam asks questions. And I have found that Excel is one of those. So make sure, again, if you don't have a course provider, using Excel, coupon code QUEEN, so you can get my all access package and $10 off. But anyway, I think I may have said that before. I love you all. I got a squirrel brain sometimes, but please, please, please do not take repeated quizzes and repeated tests. The way that people work with, if somebody comes and works with me, like they're like, Melissa, I want to pass the first time. Tell me exactly what I need to do. Meet with me on Zoom. I say, okay, that's my royal treatment. Pay me $997 and I will make sure you pass the first time. And every single royal treatment client that I have had so far has passed the first time. Now, this is what I have them do. I say, okay, I look at their state exam breakdown, and there's two primary breakdowns, either Pearson and Prometric. And I say, okay, you're going to need to know these chapters really well. I want you to watch my videos that correspond with that chapter. I want you to read the chapter. I want you to take the quiz twice passing and then move on. Now, as long as they've read the chapter and they watch my videos, they're able to pass the quiz easy peasy 2 times and move on. And they only take the quiz 2 times. I have seen people take a chapter quiz 20, 50 times. I have seen people spend, I had one woman, 140 hours quizzing and testing and failing over and over again on the state exam. She was damn near scoring 100% in her practice course with the quizzes because she had spent 140 hours memorizing them. Blew my mind. I'm like, that is like 3.5 weeks of a full-time job. You made your full-time job memorizing questions, and it's still not securing a pass on the state exam. I said, read the book. Just read the text. You got to read the text. She emailed me back. She said, I read the book 1 time and I passed. Now, of course, the combination of doing the tests over and over again and reading, was able to help. But taking the quizzes and the practice exam is not a sure way. It is a way that works for some people some of the time, but it is not the most effective method. Knowing and understanding the material is definitely the most effective. So I recommend only taking a chapter quiz once or twice or 2 times passing in a row. That confirms that you know it. And if you take a chapter quiz and you fail it, go back and study. Go back, read the material, watch the videos again, whatever it is. Get my videos, it'll make it a lot more sense. So I have YouTube videos here, but I also sell class recordings that you can watch that go more in depth. And the people who are reporting that they're watching those, they watch them over and over again and they're passing the exam, even just simply my YouTube videos because of the way that I explain the material. But quizzing and testing, And in fact, I've had people say, Melissa, can you please make a practice test? And I'm like, I'm not really into it because, again, that's not the most effective tool for study. And there's dozens. If you were to just Google, insurance exam questions, you're going to find them all over the place. But that's not what is going to secure you a pass. What's going to secure you a pass is knowing and understanding the material. So no matter how they ask you, you're going to be able to say, oh, I know that. I've memorized that. I know that consideration is both parties bring value because that's the way Melissa talks about it. And so I can answer this question because I've memorized the content. I've memorized the material. And that's another thing that's very powerful and effective about my teaching is that as I teach and as I say things, I will say it in a way that's either weird or quirky or a little memorization phrase. And I drill it down into your brain so that you have these tidbits of information. So then when you go to take the exam, whether you fully understand the concept or not, that little quip that I said, aleatory is an unequal exchange. People report back that they see me going like, aleatory, and it's an unequal exchange. There's no balance. That's how I teach all my stuff. So when you're learning the material in that way, when you're hearing a simplified explanation, and then you're putting that information into your brain with the way that I say it, with the way that I repeat it, or the simple definitions that I have, that's so much more powerful for you and more effective for you than it is to memorize an exact question with an exact answer and then take a test which has different questions and different answers. It's just not effective. But if you know and understand the material, if you're able to understand it and memorize it, and especially using my little weird quippies, then you're going to be able to secure a pass. So again, stop with the quizzing and the testing. It's not helpful. Definitely spend more time reading, spend more time understanding the material, spend more time using flashcards, writing things down. Those are all effective ways. And just watch my videos, right? My videos make things so much easier. And I have so many videos available, especially for property and casualty. My all access package right now is $111. It gives you every class recording and every piece of content that I have made for the property and casualty exam. And if you let me know what state you're in, I will give you a breakdown for which videos you should be watching repeatedly to make sure that you're getting exactly what you need for your state. Because again, there's 2 primary providers, and whether you're in one state or another, like Texas and Georgia, they have a very similar breakdown, and they have emphasis and focus on certain chapters. Whereas like other states, Virginia, Arizona, they have a different type of breakdown, and they have a different emphasis and focus on chapters. I will tell you which ones. I will let you know which ones to focus on. And all of my videos are helpful for either one, but certain videos are more powerful if you have a Pearson breakdown, and then other videos are more powerful if you have a prometric, and which ones you need to be watching on repeat. So I'm always available for help with that, especially in my Facebook group. Say I'm studying in Georgia for property and casualty. I'm studying in Utah for property. Like, tell me what it is, and I will give you the breakdown of what videos of mine you should be watching on repeat, and how all the videos that I have can be helpful for you. And sending you all the love and vibe to pass the exam. So stop testing, stop over testing, stop quizzing. You're wasting your time. Know the material, understand the material, and you'll have much better success. So again, sending you all the loves, all the vibes to pass this exam. This is the Insurance Exam Queen. I'm so happy to be here to support you so that you can become an incredible insurance agent and make all the 6 figures that you want while protecting people's assets. Insurance is one of the most amazing jobs out there. I love you all.